We're going to begin with fallout from President Trump's trade war. His tariffs sent shockwaves through the market. Stocks had their biggest one-day loss in 5 years. It's been since the pandemic. More than $3 trillion of value was wiped out. The worst one-day losses for the S&P and 500 and the NASDAQ since 2020. Because concerns are growing about the impact on businesses and consumers. Trevor Ault is on Wall Street with the latest. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. And this harsh drop in the markets is only fueling fears of a potential recession. JP Morgan analysts have now updated their chance of a recession this year to 60%, meaning they think it's more likely than not. And we have seen stocks get heavily slashed since these tariffs were made official, and it seems like the bleeding may not stop anytime soon.
This morning, the widespread fallout from President Trump's sweeping tariffs. The stock market losing $2.5 trillion in value Thursday, the worst single-day plunge since the pandemic lockdowns 5 years ago. Multinational corporations with manufacturing in Asia, like Apple, tumbling more than 9%, Dell, Best Buy, and Nike dropping around 15% or more. And now, as more tariffs are set to go into effect at midnight, many companies are already reeling. Restoration Hardware stock plummeted 40%, the CEO reacting in real time on an earnings call.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I just looked at the screen. I hadn't looked at it. It got hit when I think the tariffs came out.
Economic anxieties are also rippling through the auto industry, now facing 25% tariffs on imported cars and parts. Stellantis, the maker of Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, announcing they're pausing production at some plants in Canada and Mexico, and also temporarily laying off 900 workers in Indiana and Michigan. In Kentucky, dairy farmer Terry Rowlett is bracing for his costs to jump.
A lot of the equipment that we use, they come in from overseas, so that increase the amount we have to pay for our parts and so forth for our dairy.
And a manager at this wine import business in San Francisco states it plainly.
It's the American importer that pays the tariff, and that is an additional cost that either has to be eaten or passed on to the consumers.
Though some feel the change will be worth it eventually.
It's going to be a hard adjustment for a lot of people, but I believe in Trump.
And we are starting to see other nations respond to these tariffs. This morning, China has now announced in retaliation they'll be imposing an additional 34% tariff on all products that they import from the U.S. Michael?
Yeah, it seems like this may escalate even more, Trevor. Thank you so much for that.